Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Sun and Moon Thoughts On video. We've got the Alola Forms in Z-Moves trailer to talk about today. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, certain Pokemon are thriving in Alola. So, right, we all know Executor, right? It's it's kind of a stupid Pokemon, honestly, when you think about it. But now we have the Alola Executor, which, I mean, just look at this thing. It's got the giant, stupid, goddamn neck, because it's a palm tree, okay, right? I think Executor was supposed to be a tree with coconuts, and now it's a giant tree with coconuts. So this is the Alola form. Now, these forms, if you don't exactly get what they're doing, this isn't like Mega Evolution or anything. The best example I can use is Viva Pinata, the second one. Trouble in Paradise, did you ever play that? Well, I'm going to use a reference from there. In that game, there was the normal region, right? Your normal garden, but you could also go to an Arctic region and a snow region. And when you went to the snow region, you can find, like, some of the other pinatas you found in your normal garden, but they'd look different. Like, they'd have a different colored palette. So, like, you could find they were called bunny combs, right? They're, like, normal, like, little bunnies. But if you went to the Arctic area, you find a Arctic bunny comb, which had, like, a pattern which was, like, more white, right? It looked different, and I don't think it worked any different, but it did look different. And that's, I'm assuming, how these work, because, Alola works, because Alola's different. You've got these Alola forms of Pokemon. There are a few others. So you've got Executor, but now you've got Vulpix and Ninetales with their Alola forms, which is a Snow Vulpix and a Snow Ninetales. Is Ninetales normally a Fire Fairy type? Because this is Ice Fairy. It has the ability Snow Cloak, which I don't know what that does. But yeah, this is, again, I kind of like this. It's just kind of an Arctic Ninetales. That's kind of cute. I wonder if it learns, like, ice moves instead of fire moves. I'd assume. So you've got Sandslash and Sandshrew, who have ice forms. Which just the icicle sticking off of it, and it's a little egg glue. That's what those are called. Oh god, it's really for me to be doing this. So yeah, we got these, which yeah, I guess that makes sense. More Pokemon to discover. So we've got Oricorios. I'm assuming this is just another type of bird. I'm assuming this is another type of bird and not the evolution to Pick-a-Peck? Yeah, Pick-a-Peck. But yeah, so it's got different styles. It's kind of like what's that? It kind of reminds me of I guess I'd relate it to that deer thing. I think it may be called Deerling from Gen 5. You know how it changed depending on the season? But yeah, this one changes. I don't know. I'm assuming you catch this in the wild. And so it's got different styles. Bala, which is, I'm assuming, salsa. Pom Pom, which is cheerleading. I couldn't tell you. Which is the Hawaiian, because it's got the hula skirt and everything. And Sensu, which is the Japanese style dancing. But yeah, I think these are kind of cool. And of course their dances, right? Fire for Salsa, Psychic for okay. Electric for Pom Pom, and Ghost for the Sensei. That's actually kind of cool. I think I don't know which, my favorite's either this one or this one. I couldn't tell you, honestly. But yeah, I don't think it's the evolution to what's-its-face. Copy everyone's dancer. I think that just, like, ooh. So it like can copy a staff. So like it can copy a stat boost that the opponent uses. That makes sense. Minor, which shield down ability. So it's a freaking mine. What else do you expect? It's a rock flying. For some reason, you'd expect it to be. I'd expect it to be ghost. So shield down. So I'm assuming shield down breaks off its shell and either raises its attack or lowers its defense. But you've got the mind core, which okay, that's pretty adorable. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's cute. This thing is just freaking Donald Trump. I know how everybody was like, oh hey look, it's the Donald Trump Pokemon. Yeah, ha, ha, ha. No, this is actually freaking Donald Trump. But yeah, so this is Gumshoes. Again, I didn't really like the first one. I don't really care for this one. Stakeout or Strong Jaw, don't know. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay, that's kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cute. And then we get its evolution, which I actually kind of like. Lorantis? So Fomantis and Lormantis, that's Promantis jokes right there. But yeah, and it's got those Premantis pincer things this evolution does. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess. Solar Blade, which I'm assuming is like kind of like Solar Beam, but it's blade form. We've got Mudsbray, which is a Mudsdale pre-evolution, which I think is it's a donkey, but it's a burrow. I think that's what that is. Gosh, we're only a little more than halfway through the trailer. I feel like I've been talking here forever. So, of course, call on the services of ride Pokemon. Again, I really hope these ride Pokemon kind of completely replace HMs for the most part. I like this Charizard. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So that I think that Charizard basically confirms that whole fly thing with like that we did with Latios is back, which thank goodness, because that was so cool. The island challenges, rite of passage. You have to challenge to each of the 4 islands in the Alola region. The island challenge is about aiming to be the... So instead of having gyms, they have island challenges. And basically, island challenges are on each island. There's like a gym leader who will do something. The island challenge champion. So yeah, it's basically your non-traditional. They're breaking all conventions here, which is interesting because we haven't seen Pokemon do that in ever. So yeah. So this is Mallow. I didn't notice the ladle. I wonder what that means. So she's in that jungle right behind the island. I actually kind of like this design. It reminds me of what's his name? Trevor from the anime? But it's kind of like a female version of that. I know that's not the best comparison, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. So she's the grass type trial captain, basically a gym leader. Lana, who I think that's a guy, I think, who is the water type captain, I'm assuming of the second island. Sophocles? That's Greek? That's a Greek philosopher or something, isn't it? Or it's meant to be. I'm assuming he's the captain over here, and his like captain area is the freaking observatory at the top. He's also got the Game Boy Link cable thing on his shirt. He's the electric type. And we've got Kawi. Wait, they each. I just noticed that each of them have this. Each of them have the symbol on them, and each of it's a different color that represents the different thingy. I'm assuming he leads this one over here, because he looks like to be at the top of the volcano. Oh, so no, he probably leads this one because this is the volcano. So the electric guy's probably over here, or the water person's probably over here. Powerful totem Pokemon await. At the end of each trial. So I don't know if I thought at first the trial gym leader owned them, but if you notice, there's no trainer standing in the background here. So yeah, and basically, I thought, oh, these trial Pokemon are like I would think the trial Pokemon would be like Tapu Koko, but it's not. So they use Aura, and this Aura allows them to call other Pokemon to their side, or at least for this one. I'm assuming there's a different trial Pokemon for each island. So yeah, we'll see about that. Clear each island's trial, and so is the trial leader I thought the trial leader was the gym leader, right? That would make sense, but no. If we look at this, the trial leader may just be like the guy the person who helps you get there, but then the actual gym leader is the Kahuna. So the Kahuna, for the first island anyway, is Hala. Hala here will be going out, let the grand... Yeah, maybe Hala is maybe the trial the trial leaders are just to get you there? Like, they, give you a test, take you to the trial Pokemon. So, maybe maybe when you fight the Kahuna, because we're pretty sure Hala has a Tapu Koko. So, yeah, that may explain it. Now, I did an entire video on these. They're called Z moves now. I called them Synergy in the last video I did on Sun and Moon. And yeah, I was basically right. You do a little stupid dance, and it allows the Pokemon to do a Z move, which is basically a special one-time per battle move. And we get to see some of these. Electric Havoc. There's one Z move for every type, even though I don't think it changes between types. I don't think it matters at what stage the evolution's at. But yeah, and it's all, again, if you want to know more about my thoughts on how this whole Z-move thing and why it happens, check out the last one, because I explained it a lot in that one. But I do also, what else? I know they are going to, like that Z bracelet thing, they are going to sell a Z bracelet accessory that actually, syncs up with the game. That's actually that's interesting. I always said it would be really cool if they made a Mega Evolution Ring toy. I don't know if they ever did. I think they did, but I couldn't tell you. The only reason I think they did is because you know how Pokemon's can be super marketed and whatnot. What else was I? It kind of reminds me of the Yokai Watch. You know what I am starting to think of though? I don't think they're gonna. I was like, oh, look at all these cool new Mega Evolutions they're gonna introduce in Sun and Moon. I don't know if we're going to get a single new Mega Evolution. I'm betting, we saw 3 forms in this video. I don't think we're going to learn anything more about the forms. And yeah, that's it. But, of course, you guys know me. We got to check out the website. And then there's that, which we'll get into. But yeah, usually I'm like, oh, there's going to be a bunch of cool Mega Evolutions and whatnot. I don't know if there are going to be any. We got a lot to check out. Let's just take this one step at a time. Introducing Z moves. A new element has been introduced into the Pokemon battles, the Sun and Moon. Z moves. Of course, Z moves, Zygarde. Why didn't... they clearly wanted to make Pokemon Z version. Why didn't they just make Pokemon Z version? Gosh. Are a great move that can only be used once per battle when the trainer and Pokemon wishes resonate with each other and both release their full power together. The results in an explosive force of a Z move. All Pokemon can use Z moves to perform in battle. The Z ring fits on the trainer's... The Z crystal, gosh. If the Pokemon holds the same variety of Z Crystal, the two will be able to resonate with one another. Crystals correspond to each Pokemon. So maybe you have to find the crystals? Intense battle. Intense while the trainer's doing a stupid pose. There are 2 conditions for performing a Z move. A Pokemon must learn a move of the same type as the Z Crystal, and it must be holding the corresponding Z Crystal. When you see the move in action in the game, each overwhelming power move will be one full display filling the entire screen. Tommy International. Yeah, here's the Z-Ring toy I was talking about. Plays a sound. I guess that's interesting. Let's check out Pokemon. Gosh, just look at this stupid. The environment or strong sunlight to both. See, but this isn't a Mega Evolution. Has a 4th head on its tail. Oh my gosh. Wiping a long neck. I mean, like, this would... Like, if they wanted to do a Mega Executor, this is what it would look like, but they don't. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. I don't know why it took me to... You know what, so wait, are these all different Pokemon? No, they aren't. Okay, I just want to read one of these Oricorio ones. Changes its form by sipping on nectar flowers, since it has 4 different forms. Same number of the Alola Islands. It would seem the different Oricorio live on each island. Okay. The Bali style is very passionate, powerful, dances, fluffing the feathers to ignite a... Oricorio is the new dance ability. I'm not gonna... Usually I read all of these, but I'm not gonna, just to save time, because I know this video's been going on forever now. But yeah, so we got all this stuff, which is interesting. Oh, so that's why it went... What's the cell? Oh, whatever. But yeah, so that's that. Let's see. Cool features, maybe? Z-moves. I do want to check out Pokemon writing. Oh, you can hear the puppers in the back. Ooh, that's not a bad... That's kind of an interesting picture. What's with the white Pokeball? The land, the sea, and the sky with the powers Pokemon can go anywhere is one aspect of the culture of something known as Pokeride, in which certain Pokemon can help you get to places you wouldn't be able to reach by using human strength alone. These Pokemon don't join your team, but can call them any time to receive their help. Practice. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I just think that means they're kind of getting rid of what's it called? They're getting rid of HMs, because this seems to replace HMs. One aspect of the unique culture has developed in the Alola region on the islands. Challengers of Adventure Site involve the traveling through each of the 4 islands. This event helps young people grow into fine Pokemon trainers. As the main character, Sun and Moon, yourself, you are destined to accept the island challenges. To complete the island challenges, young trail goers must overcome the trials in store for each of the 4 islands. These trials are not limited to battling with Pokemon. They take a variety of forms, such as finding an item, completing tests of knowledge. You will not be able to accomplish them by ordinary methods. So basically, you come to one of these trial leaders, they give you some sort of challenge, like a scavenger hunt, and then you have to complete them. At the end of the trial, a mighty Pokemon known as a Totem Pokemon will be waiting. A Totem Pokemon is much larger than the others of its species, and its body develops a special aura. Sophisticated combos is an SOS... Wait, what? When Totem Pokemon battle, you summon an ally. They summon ally Pokemon to them. With the support of these allies, Totem Pokemon become even more powerful, as it seems that the Totem Pokemon sometimes calls in allies to aid them. Okay. Grand Trials. The final trial of each island is called the Grand Trial. Grand Trial, not Grandchild. It is a Pokemon battle against the Kahuna, who leads the island. If the trial goer succeeds in clearing this Grand Trial, he or she will be publicly recognized of having cleared the island trials and can move on to the next island. Okay, so basically, these are the trainers leading up to the gym. This is kind of a pre-gym leader, and this is the actual gym leader. Okay, again, it's a different way of doing it, but I have no problem with it. And yeah, that's basically everything I want to cover. But real quick, if we go back into the trailer here, I want to find it. Where is it? Was it before this? No, it's right around here. Look at Mallow right here, right? The short shorts, the shirt, the flower, the pigtails. Now I want you to look at this. Look at that right there. Short shorts, flowers, the pigtails. That's the same thing. Now, if you don't recognize these were the leaks that came out a while ago. Like back in, I think, back in early January. Or not January, I mean, well, they had been wandering around but like, they were really talked about in, July. That's what I meant, like July, like, 8th. And, they were these 3 new starters, right? Of course, I didn't talk about these because I try not to talk about rumors. I have before, though. But now, I think this is really cool, right? It's an Archer, Rowlet. This is stupid because it's firefighting. That's clearly firefighting. And this is like a mermaid siren-esque Poplio. But we were always kind of like, these may be true, these may not be true. I kind of leaned towards they were true in my last video where I talked about the whole crystals thing being true. But now I think this confirms it. There's no doubt in my mind Mallow being here confirms it. Which, I feel bad for Litten fans. But because this is probably true, I think my starter may be Poplio. I'm going to be honest, I may have joined Team Poplio just because I think this design is so cool. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, the Rowlet design is pretty cool as well. But this one, I don't know. There's just something I really like about this. And again, I feel bad for Litten fans. But yeah, this was a whole article on PokeJungle. And it said there were no traditional gyms. After you do, your goal is to actually create one. After you do, the Elite Four will appear, which are the leaders of each island. So it's kind of like a stringed out Elite Four. The final starter evolutions will be an Archer, Wrestler, and Siren. The Diamond Stones you collect will act similar to Mega Stones. New Pokemon based on a dolphin, a sea cucumber, and a snowman. A mushroom and a rugby monkey. Rockruck's evolution as a werewolf. Machado. So this was a leak that was kind of like, we kind of didn't know if it, because it predicted Salandite. But as time went on, this rumor seems to be more and more true. And yeah, this basically confirms it. But yeah, that's basically it. That's everything we got to talk about. This video is probably, I don't even know how long this video is, honestly. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, peace.